So, as we are pursuing asking for some accountability from the administration, it occurs to me that one of the important parts of transparency is having access to the different terms and jargon that keep showing up in the conversations that are happening. As a first generation student, I know that for me, there are many things that I assumed everybody knew, and I was the only one who didn't know. And the fact is that the higher education jargon is pretty specific, and even many of my very more privileged friends have no idea what we're talking about. So I want to break down some terms so that as you're following along, you don't feel left out of the dialogue. Let's start with a couple of things. One of the big conversations that's happening has to do with cuts being made to departments. So a quick breakdown of how the structure at UNC and many other universities work is this. The university is a large entity such as University of Northern Colorado. It is made up of separate schools or colleges such as the Montfort College of Business or the College of Humanities and Social Sciences or the College of Performance and Visual Arts. So each of these different colleges is a smaller sect within the greater university at large. And then within those different colleges, we have departments. So for example, in the Humanities and Social Sciences, we have the departments of history, geography, anthropology, criminal justice, economics, modern languages, Mexican American studies, and so on and so forth. What's happening at UNC is that the decision to cut entire departments was made this past spring. So what does that mean? It means that at UNC, within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, there's a department called Modern Languages that teaches German and French, and the decision was made to go ahead and cut that department. When that happened, they were looking at specifically how many majors existed within a particular department and basing their criteria, as best we can figure, on that number. But the problem with that is that even though there may be majors and minors with a department, there's often other people who need those classes. So for example, somebody who is in the Performance and Visual Arts School studying voice is going to need access to German and French classes in order to complete their degree in their College of Performance and Visual Arts. And when this decision was made, it did not take into account the impact that would happen to those kinds of students or students who are studying international business or international affairs or even people going into teaching that wanted to teach English or German or French. So that's just a quick kind of breakdown on how it works in terms of university to college to departments and what it is that we are discussing when we talk about the cuts made to modern languages.